Konnichiwa, hello, Minasan. How are all of you sumo fans doing? It is Saturday, February 3rd, 2-3, and it's been a 1 week since the end of the tournament. Very, very exciting and thrilling end to our first Basho of 2024 at Kokugikan in Tokyo. I know you were watching with me at the very end, but I do have a question about how many of you watched the playoff video, and we'll get to that in a minute. So what do we got going on? We're going to talk a little bit about sumo trading cards. We're going to talk about, of course, who's going up, who's going down the Banzuke. We're going to talk about the promotion of Kotonowaka, of course, the channel, and just other sumo fun stuff. And we'll announce the winners of the contest. I've already sent them an email, so they know who they are. Show some prizes. Oh, man. Look at this. We got the Kotonowaka towel, so maybe somebody's going to want to jump on that. It's got his face on there too, but I don't want to take it out of the plastic. So that's a fun one. And right away we can just talk about there was talk that he was going to change his ring name, his Shikona, to honor his grandfather, who was a Yokozuna, and be Koto, I believe Koto Zakura. We can look it up, but no, he's not going to do that. I think he's going to wait until he himself becomes a Yokozuna, and then he might change his name, a la Kiribayama becoming Kirishima. So he will be Ozeki Kotonowaka. And so I'm sure a lot of merch people are kind of happy about that because they can continue to sell the stockpiles of this that they have and not have to make all new stuff with the new name, etc. Do I have it? I think I do. Oh no, this is Toby Zaru. So there you can get an idea of what the faces look like. Now, these are pretty big towels too. These are the ones people will hold up and, shake, and it's got their name and everything on them. I have one other big one like this, and it is a Tommy Fuji of all people. I picked him up. So there you go. Those are three possible prizes for the winners of the contest. All right, well, let's talk about the Basho that we just finished in January, and then we'll look ahead to March to the spring tournament that takes place in Osaka, in a different city in Japan, and it will be happening. If we go to the website, let me share my screen. Oh no. Because it's down there. Okay, hold on. We gotta pull a bunch of this stuff up here. Okay. Now somehow we got to get back to Zoom. Oh, you guys are loving this. Old man that can't work technology. All right. So if we go to the main sumo website. Oh, I don't even have it up. All right. Let's pull that up real quick. All right. There you go. March 10th to March 24th at the Edion Arena in Osaka. I went last year because I don't usually go to the March tournament mostly these days, but I went last year because my niece and her husband were visiting Japan, if you remember that. And that was right after all the craziness with my old channel disappearing was happening. So I don't think I'm going to go this year, but you never know. It's graduation season in Japan. We have high school graduation at my school on the 28th of February. That's a little early. That doesn't impede. And then junior high graduation is literally during the tournament. It's either the 15th or the 16th, I think. So it makes it difficult for me to be able to go, but we'll see. And I don't really get a spring break like you might think I would. But then there you go. Okay, so we know the final day came down to a playoff between Yokozuna Terunofuji, Kotonowaka, both ending the tournament at 13-2. So for the calendar giveaway, if you pick 13-2, you're in the group that has a chance of getting the old calendar. There's going to be two of them given away. And then in the playoff, Terunofuji won. We have some of the other numbers here, but we can go to Fred's chart for this stuff. So let's jump over there real quick and talk about the Basho that was. How are you guys doing? It's cold. I got a long sleeve on. This is an old design. It says this is my name in katakana, Jason, and then it says Jason Sumo and with the peace symbol. A viewer made this design and donated it to the channel, and yeah, you can buy it on my merch shop. The link will be down in the description. So I get out these long sleeves in the winter here, and they keep me warm. Okay, so let's share and let's look at Fred's chart. The awesome Fred Pink. Okay. No, we don't want those. Let's just click on this. There we go. Okay. All right. So Terunofuji, of course, not, competing in September, November, comes back here in January. Lots of questions about his fitness, all that kind of stuff, but proves that once again that he is just a monster and goes 13-2, loses to Shodai, one of the times of all people. Also gets a walkover win. He gets a free one because Hoshoru pulled out of the tournament late. But dominant for sure. Faced Kotonowaka and beat him twice, once in regulation and once in the playoff, and manhandled Kirishima on the last day. That was a slaughter. So, yeah, Wakamoto Haru, the only other wrestler to beat the Yokozuna during the January tournament, and he will be rewarded by going up to Sekewake, and we'll see how that's going to work out in a minute. Kirishima, the rope run, it's tough, man. You got to win 2 in a row, and he obviously fell short. 11-4 record, nothing to be ashamed of, but still, he's got to be able to take on Terunofuji and win, I think, for a lot of people to go, okay, he's ready to be a Yokozuna himself. Hoshoru, obviously, disappointing tournament for him. He was doing very well and then hurt himself, I think, what was it, on day 13? So a 10-4-1 record, but, obviously got his Kachikoshi, so no worry about being Kadoban. The man who will be Kadoban will be Taka Keisho. He pulled out of the tournament after only getting 2 wins, so obviously he has to come back and get 8 wins or more in March, or he will be demoted to Sekewake. Okay, what is he telling us down here? Okay, he's telling us about the playoff with the little asterisks by their name. Kotonowaka just steamrolling. If you look, 11-4 here at Sekewake, 9-6. So you get 9 plus 11 plus 13, and there's his 33 to become an Ozeki. And obviously playoff with the Yokozuna, had a chance to win the cup. He would have won another special prize had he won the tournament, the Outstanding Performance Award, but he needed to win the tournament to get that special prize. So he has to settle for, we'll look it up. I forget. He either got the technique prize, or yeah, I think he got the technique prize, the Gino show. Oh yeah, there it says right there. Oh, thank you, Fred. Okay, he won the Gino show. So, but he if he had won the tournament, he would have won the Shikun show as well. The person who did win the Shikun show is Wakamoto Haru because he beat Terunofuji and got more than 8 wins. And that is generally the what you have to do. You have to beat the person who wins the tournament and then get your Kachikoshi. So after a disappointing Sekewake tournament here in November, when he only went 6-9, he rebounded 10-5. And because these 2 Komusubi are going down, Daisho will stay where he is. Kotonowaka will go up to Ozeki. We'll have 4 Ozeki for the first time in a while. There's a Sekewake slot open. So Wakamoto Haru will jump to Sekewake. Abi will jump to Komusubi. And then there's some question about who will get the other Komusubi slot. Some people have even said that maybe Tobizaru will get it with a 7 and 8, but I can't imagine they'll promote somebody with a losing record, especially up from an M4 all the way to Komusubi. That's just not, I don't know why people are saying that. So it's either going to be Nishikigi at M5 with an 8 and 7, or Asanoyama, but see, he's 2 ranks down, but 1 win better. And I don't think that's going to happen either. So I think it's going to be Nishikigi, who's just going to benefit mightily from all of these guys getting, all these guys in white getting losing records. Of all the time where Itami Fuji, he was so consistently getting, here he is 11-4, and then here he is 11-4. If he could have just gotten 8, at M1, let alone double digits, just 8. He would be a Komusubi in March. So that's a shame for Atami Fuji. He can only get a 6 and 9 this tournament. But I'm glad to see Wakamoto Haru back at Sekewake. I think that's well deserved. And yeah, it's going to be a powerhouse at the top. Kirishima, Hoshoru, Takakeisho, Kotonowaka. And hopefully the Yokozuna will come back in March and fight again. He's got 9 Yusho championships now. Here it is, number 9. And he has publicly stated many times that he wants to get to 10. So, yeah. And we can look at that actually on Wikipedia in a minute and what that means if he can get to 10. So, people going down, Aoyama, obviously, pulling out of the tournament. He hasn't mentioned retirement yet. Will he retire because he's going to get demoted to Juryo again? We don't know. But he'll go down. Busho's on 4-11 at M16 will go down. Takara Fuji, and we talked a lot about him during the Basho and his amazing run. Will go down to Juryo, and he's getting up there. So I think he'll continue to fight in Juryo. I don't think he'll retire. Tomokaze is another likely candidate at 5 and 10 and M15. So it's those 4 guys right there that'll probably go down to make room for new Juryo people. Onosato coming up from Juryo and getting 11 wins, having a fantastic tournament as in his rookie tournament, getting the Kantosho, the Fighting Spirit Prize, for his efforts. And Onosho also rebounding well at M14 with a 10 and 5. They'll go way up. And Shimazumi in his debut getting a 9 and 6. So, a lot of good effort down here at the bottom of the Banzuke. A couple more 10 winning records here. And Asanoyama coming back from injury and getting a couple wins to add to his 7. He needed 1. He got 2 to get his Kachikoshi. So he'll go way up. I mean, he might go all the way from M7 to M1 just because there's nobody else to promote in here. And some of these guys are going to go down quite a bit. Look at this: 4 and 11, 3 and 12, 4 and 11, 5 and 10. I mean, these are generally types of records that get you demoted, 5, 6, 8 slots, depending on it. Takayasu's going to have to go way down, only 2 wins because he had to pull out of the tournament. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting Banzuke that they're going to have to put together for the March tournament. Okay, so let's look really quick. Let's jump. Let me just show you on Wikipedia here. I don't have that pulled up. Let me pull that up real quick. And we go to Sumo Records. List of Sumo record holders. Okay, so if you come down here, wait, let's find it. Top division win, most career bouts. So Tamawashi is now number 10 at 1583. Then that's career. And then in the top division, he's number 7 at 1,287 matches in the top division. And the thing you have to remember is we're going to get to the next thing, and he's even higher on that list. So he's about to pass. Well, he's not about to pass. He can pass Koto Shogiku this year. He can't catch Terao this year, the famous Sekewaki who just passed away. But he could go past Koto Shogiku in what, 2 more tournaments? No, 15 and 15 is 30. Yeah, no, he's going to take 3 tournaments for him to pass Koto Shogiku. He's passed Hakuho, though. So there you go. And Kotonowaka, this is a different Kotonowaka, not the current one. There he is. All right. Okay. So, but he's on this list, most consecutive career bouts. He's never had to sit out. And he is now number 2, 1583. And he will pass this guy from the 1960s and 70s, Aobajo. There he is. He did not miss a single bout in his 22-year professional career. That's amazing. So he could pass him, again, probably, what's that? 3 tournaments? No, 30. a little bit more than that. So 4 tournaments. So almost it would be almost the end of the year, probably the September or November tournament where Tamawashi could become number one on that list. All right. But here is the one we were talking about during the thing. Most consecutive top division bouts. Takada Fuji right now stands at 990 from 2013, and he is at number 6. And if they demote him down to Jurio, he would, obviously that record would stop. And Tamawashi's a little bit behind at 942. And, he's obviously the only active Rikishi that has a chance of matching that. And yeah, that's just it's amazing. I hadn't realized that Takada Fuji was doing that, and there he is. And he's been a Sekewake, but not for a long time. And we'll click on him. And then we were going to look at the Yokozuna chart for where is the Yokozuna chart? Oh. Did I pass it? Okay, here we go. Most top division wins. No. Here we go. Most career championships. So as you can see, the bottom of the list is 11. And that's Akebono. Then you get Futabayama, who's from a long time ago, Musashi Maru, more recent vintage, Wajima Takanohana II, Kitanomi, and then more modern guys like Asashoru and of course Hakuho at the top 45 that'll never be touched. So to get kind of up near here and be considered a Dai Yokozuna, you have to get to 10, and they don't even have 10 on the list anymore. But there you go. He wants to get to 10, and that would put him just below Akebono, and I think it would tie him with a few other guys. If somebody knows who it is, please leave it in the comments. And Terunofuji here now tied for most championship playoffs, but he's only won 2 of the 5 times he's entered. So he just got his second win in this recent tournament. But if he's in another playoff, he'll go up to this 6 grouping here with Asashoru and Taiho. And of course, Hakuho was in 10 in his career, and he even lost a bunch of them. He went 6 out of 10. So playoffs are unpredictable. Okay, so let's click really quick while I'm talking about him on Takada Fuji, and you can just kind of see what I was looking at when I was going to talk about him in his video that I mentioned. So here it is. So he became a Maegashira back in July of 2011, and then went back down to Juryo, came back up. And then he had a run, but he went back down to Juryo. So then starting in January of 2013, all the way to now, January of 20, he's never gone down to Juryo. So those are all top division matches. And there's one tournament canceled. And he's never withdrawn with injury during that whole time. This shading means he was runner-up to the winner of that Basho. That's one of the few times he got more than 10 wins. So yeah, he hasn't been, a powerhouse. He has gone up to Komusubi here. And where's the time when he went up to Sekewake? His Sekewake promotion was really big. It must have been a Banzuke like the one that we had recently. Yeah, here he went from, oh no, that's reasonable. Maegashira 2 with a 10 and 5 up to Sekewake, but see, you got a 4 and 11. But a couple times at Komusubi, but mostly just hanging out and been very consistent. And he's gone down, he's been down at the very bottom. Let's see if we can find one here. Maegashira 15, but then he went 9 and 6. Maegashira 12. So this is his recent run where he's been down toward the bottom, right? Now he was at Maegashira 13, 6 and 9. They dropped him 3 slots. And so, wisdom says if they dropped him 3 slots from here, he'd go down to Juryo. So yeah, it'll be quite the end of a mighty streak if that happens. But it'll be interesting to see if they give him clemency and keep him in the top. Okay, So other winners, let's just look really quick. Um, Tournament champions. So we know that Terunofuji won. Takeru Fuji won the Juryo Championship with a 13-2. Wakataka Kage down in the third tier division here, 7-0 undefeated, and he will be back in Juryo, probably along with Hakuoho in March. So we'll see them. And then there's the other winners. Here's the outstanding performance goes to Wakamoto Haru, Kantosho Onosato, and the Ginosho to Kotonowaka. Okay. Hi. Get rid of that. So Tachiai, obviously their coverage is always awesome. So go check them out. They just talk about some of the people going up and down, and they talk about Kotonowaki here, and will he change his name to Kotozakura? And it turns out he won't. So he'll stay at Kotonowaka. Wakamoto Haru will come out, and then they say it's a coin flip between Nishikigi and Asanoyama. So I think it's going to be Nishikigi, but I guess you never know. And who's going to be the Komusubi along with Abi? And then the Upper Maegashira is quite the conundrum here, and they talk about that. Division exchanges. Here are the people they say are going down. So Aoyama with no wins, Bushozan 4-11, Tomokaze and M15 with a 5-10. And then they talk about where do they talk about it? Here are the other people. They say they're not sure who's going to go down. Takada Fuji, Hokuseiho even. So because he had to pull out of the tournament, right, and had that terrible record. Yeah, he went 2 wins, 4 losses, and 9 absences. So basically 2-13 Hokuseiho, but he's all the way up at M8. So it's hard to say. And here's Takada Fuji at 6-9 at M16. So the people coming up are going to be the top guys. So Daiamami, Roga. They say that Takeda Fuji has a chance, but I think he has enough people above him. Nishiki Fuji at J2 East and J3 West, Kitanowaka at 10-5, plus these 2 guys at J1 and J3. I think those would be the 4 that get the nod, and he'll have to wait, even though he won the championship. But he's all the way at J10, and he'll just go up to like J1, and then he'll have a chance to get promoted in March and be in the top division in May. All right, so check out their coverage. Of course, Tachiai, always excellent if you want to see what's happening. And here's buy sumo tickets. I'll just go through the tabs as they come up. So if you're interested in the March, the tickets go on sale February 10th, which is a week from now. So if you're coming to Japan in March and you want to go see some sumo, reach out to Jeff and the gang. They have excellent service. And or if you're coming for even a later tournament like Nagoya or one of the Tokyo tournaments, you can pre-order tickets, etc. But the main reason we're talking about, oops, let's see if I can move this over. Hi, is Jeff and the gang over there sponsored the prize, one of the prizes, and you can pick a authentic tegata from this shop. So one of the 6 main winners will get that prize. I'm not sure how we're going to decide which of the 6 of them get it. Since it was a 6-way tie, we'll have to do email Junkin, rock, paper, scissors. Come on, Jason. Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, some good choices there. You got Teruno Fuji in there. You got Tochinoshin. You got up and comers like Onosato. Kirishima now with his Ozeki stamp. You got another up and comer, Hakuoho. So some really good choices there. Thank you to Jeff for sponsoring the contest, and congrats to whoever gets that prize. Of course, a lot of the prizes are often provided by Robert and all the good people over at BigSumoFan.com. He's got the tournament program already for January. He's got the brand new sumo trading cards. I just ordered 2 boxes from a local merchant here in Japan. They should come in the mail probably early next week. So I'll be doing an unboxing video. The second box I'll keep closed, sealed. And if I need to open it, like I feel like, oh, I want to open another box to get, more cards to make my set, I'll open it. But maybe what I'll do is I'll let somebody have it as a prize, and then I'll open it for them. Have you ever seen that where like somebody buys the box, I open it, and then I send you the set that comes out of it, or as close to a set as we get. And of course, if there's an autograph, I get to show it. Ooh, there's an autograph, and you get that autograph. And but some people like to open the packs. So I'll either give it away in March or do something like that with it for fun. So but yeah, I bought 2 boxes. Does he have boxes? Yes. So there's a box, 71 American dollars. And they're a lot of fun. There's a nice subset. I'll show you in a minute. And I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay, so let's do this while we're here. So the calendar giveaway. This is for the 2013 old calendar. I always give my old Sumo calendar away at the start of the year. And a bunch of you signed up. So it starts here at number 27. You had to predict the winning record. So 13-2, all the way down here to about 106. Okay, so all these people in the middle. I don't want to leave this on screen too long because there's email addresses up there. Okay, so random number generator, I put in number 27 to number 106. So I'm going to pick 2, and then I'll email those people from the list. And if one of them doesn't respond or something, one of you has to be in North America to get the one from the Sumo viewer that watches my channel that's donating her calendar. So that's very nice of her. And then the other one, you can be anywhere in the world. I'll mail it anywhere in the world. So here we go. Okay, let me write this down. Pen, Jason. Generate something. 45. And the other one, generate. Oh, 2 low numbers, 31. Okay. So that was as random as I can make it. So let's see. 31 is ARIIES, and 45 is Sumo fan from Germany. Okay, so you will probably be the one that gets it from me. Hopefully, this other person is in America or North America, and if you're not, then I'll pick another person and we'll figure out that. So congrats to the 2 of you. That's obviously free, just a little service of recycling in a way, passing on the old calendar. The new calendar is wonderful. The new picture will probably be, the February picture will probably be the thumbnail for this video. So it's always a fun thing to get. Channel's doing well. 14,282 subscribers. I get these weird kind of non-copyright strikes where they're just like, you can't monetize this video. And I'm like, I never monetize the videos, but they get the analytics. I guess they want to see like who's watching, and they might be able to put ads on. So for instance, the day 15 Atama Fuji versus Shonanumi match. Okay. They're like, we can claim that. All right. And it's just random why they don't claim them all, or just I don't know. Anyway, so if you see an ad on a match, that means it was put there by these people, not me. But I of course never monetize anything. And yeah, so the playlist, I just wanted to point out that 97 videos in the playlist for January, which is more than I had in November. I had 87, September I had 89. So yeah, a lot of content this past time. So I hope you appreciate that. I know that over in PayPal, I just had a bunch of people, like on the last day of the tournament, went over and sent me $5, $10, some people even a little more. So thank you very much. I'll try to sometime in February get out my thank you emails to those people. But yeah, we're over almost 2.5 million views. 109 people have signed up as members. So thank you to all the members. Who are some of the recent people? Marcus, Jonathan, Jax. So channel membership helps a lot. And yeah, past 2 million views a couple weeks ago. Like I said, so many people watch this Basho. I'm already almost at 2.5 million. So the channel's cooking along, no problems there. Let me show you this kind of odd thing. See, how do I show it? Okay, let me try to screen share. Here we go. Okay. So I do this thing, right, where let me get rid of that. Okay, here. I think you can see this. I hope you can. Okay. So let me move it down a little bit so that thing's not in the way. Okay. So the playoff is unlisted, right? And I put it up right away, but you have to click on the link that's in the Terunofuji versus Kirishima match. And of course, I explain that in the video in English, right? Because that's the language I speak. And I guess I need to learn how to maybe write it in Spanish or something, maybe put it in the comments. But so I don't want to spoil for the people that are coming by in the first 24 hours or so that, if they see playoff as the last match in the playlist, they're going to know, some of the outcomes, right? Before they watch the matches. So I try to keep that unspoiled for people that just watch my channel and don't go on Twitter or anything like that. And so it's unlisted, right? You don't see it on the channel. It's not in your feed. You have to click the link. So I just wanted to share this with you and maybe, get some feedback from you guys. What do you think? So this was at January 30th at 6:43 a.m. So I got up to go to work on Tuesday morning, my time, Japan time. So that means it had been Sunday, the bus show ended at 6 p.m. And I probably had the videos up, I don't know, 8 p.m. that night. So it had been kind of a day and a half, right? All the rest of Sunday night, entire Monday into the morning of Tuesday, 6:43 a.m. I looked and I was like, wow, only 3,600 people have watched the playoff as an unlisted video. Okay, I took this screenshot right after I changed it to public. And 23,000 people, though, had watched the Terunofuji match. And so to me, it's like, why did so many people watch this and then not click on this? It just, to me, it would be like, well, you would automatically want to watch the playoff. If you just watch Terunofuji win, you would want to see the next step, right? So I'm really curious why you guys think that happened. Do people that don't speak English not understand? Do you think I have such a large non-English speaking audience that doesn't understand to click on the unlisted video? Or if you were one of the people who didn't know how to click on it or something, please let me know, because I took this screenshot. Now let me stop sharing that and start sharing this other one. Okay, this one, I came home that night, and this is on Tuesday at 19:25, so 7:25 p.m. And in what's that? 12 hours while I was at work and stuff from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., 5,000 people watched the playoff video now that it was public and on the channel, right? So are people just waiting? Do people not know to click the unlisted link? Should I not even wait and make it unlisted and just pop it up on the channel? I I feel bad to spoil, but I also feel bad if people watched the Kirishima Terunofuji match and then they're like, "Hey, where's the playoff, Jason?" In whatever language, Mongolian or French or German or whatever language they speak, because they don't maybe understand that the video's there. It's just hidden, so it's not a spoiler. So I don't know. I'd like some feedback from you guys. And then, of course, now, the video's up at like 13,000 or 14,000 views. So in the week after, a lot of people have come by and watched it. But it's just so weird to me that I only got 3,000 plus views in the first, not even 24 hours, like 36 hours. And then as soon as it came public, more than doubled in a very short amount of time. So I would hate to have someone feel frustration, like, why is he not showing the video? Because obviously I am. So that's strange to me. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, what else we got? Anything else? Let's go back one more time. Okay, I think that's it. So the channel contest, the 6 winners were Povolus, My Gran, Wander, and Omanagawa, Brett, and Biscuit. So I did email those 6 people. So if you are one of those 6 people, congratulations. And I will show a bunch of prizes here in a moment that you can potentially win. Like I said, one of the subsets here, let's see if I can find it, is this fun subset. It's called Smile. Um, and so these are some cards that I traded with somebody on the Facebook group I'm on. So we send each other individual numbers we need. But I have a full set of 2023 that's missing like 2 cards or 3 cards. You could win that. Or like I said, we could maybe work out something on a brand new box of 2024 cards. The 3 towels are up for grabs. The other thing I think you guys might like is, well, I got so much stuff here I can give away. I have, what do I got? I got Wakamoto Haru in white. These are more like smaller. Asanoyama in purple. Tobizaru in orange. This is just like, oh no, that's a different one. Sorry. That's when I went to, where is the calendar? Let's have a look here. I got fans aplenty. I got the Yokozuna. I got Ura. I got Kirishima, and it says his name in English on the other side. I got Takekeisho for you guys that are a fan of the Ozeki. And I got the pink, of course, Ura on that. Great picture of him. So I got lots of those. I've got a mascot, little plushy mascot. I've got a deck of cards that are fun. Yeah, so it is. Look at that, Ura on the Ace of Spades. So those are fun. Pictures of wrestlers on a deck of playing cards. I've got, oh, these are nice. I've got the clear files that have the calendar for this year on them. So this one is Terunofuji with Hoshoru on the other side. And this one is Takekeisho, and the calendar is at the bottom with Kirishima. So the 3 Ozeki before we get the new one, and the Yokozuna. So I'd send those out as a set and probably throw something else in there if you want. If you want like a towel in there as well, that would be fun. I've got these smaller ones, Takekeisho, Ura, hand towels. I've got the kind of chibi. Oh, I've got these guys. I don't really know what they are, but they're cute. Little sumo wrestler, kind of a large towel that folds out. Yoji on there and all kinds of fun stuff. Where is the other calendar? Here it is. Okay, so I do have the desktop. This is at my work. I have my own version of this. The desktop calendar by the great artist that's now unfortunately passed away. So I know it's already February, but this would look great sitting on your desk at work or at school or wherever you are at home. So that's a prize that one of the 6 of you can get. And yeah, I have one of the big giveaway pamphlets, right? Okay, but when you open it, and this is what I have up at school. Oh my gosh, it's this ginormous, it's even bigger, right? Oh, I don't want to hurt it. A picture of all the big guys. So you could put that up somewhere. And that's easy for me. Like if you wanted the clear files or something, I could throw this in along with that. So that's fun. Boy. Oh, I have a cool fan that has all the names of the Yokozuna on it. It's like, a collapsible fan. And I've got magnets and keychains. I have one big towel left that has like the parts of Japan where the sumo takes place, and it says like Grand Sumo in English on it. It's really big. So I have that towel, more clear files. This is an old one. That's Enho. There's Wakataka Kage. Hopefully he'll be back. And another Enho. So just, I have so much stuff, guys. Take some of it away from me. Yeah, more little towels. Okay, so lots, I'm sure. This is just a fun one with sumo guys on it, but I really like that color purple. Okay, so all of that, and then the normal, if none of that fancy, none of that's your fancy, or I mean, I really don't mind mailing anywhere. That's part of the advantage of having people donate to the channel, is I have some money to spend on shipping to mail out these prizes. But if none of that appeals to you, you can get an Amazon gift card or a Big Sumo Fan gift card and pick out your own item. Or maybe you want something specific that Robert has on the Big Sumo Fan site, like the illustrated Bonzuke or the program for the January tournament, which I don't have because I didn't go. And that's great. That's no problem, because that's just an email basically. So those are the options. So lots to choose from. Email me. We can work something out, I'm sure. I usually say around the $20 mark. If you want a gift card, it's $20 because you came in first place. But obviously, one person will get the handprint Tegata. And like I said, I'm not sure exactly. We might have to pick a number out of a hat, because two people have responded already, and they both are interested in it. So we have to do rock, paper, scissors or something to figure out who's going to get it. I guess I need a tiebreaker question or something from now. So many people were tied for the contest. I was worried that I was going to have like 30 people tied for first place, and it was going to be crazy. But it came down to those 6 people. So congratulations. Okay. I think that's about it. So what's coming up on the channel? Like I said, the unboxing for the sumo cards in this month. I'd like to do something for the members. If you're a member, if you're one of those 109 people and you can think of something, I am going to send 2 random members. I'm going to pick their name out of the hat tomorrow, and send them something from the sumo bag, because you can see I got lots of stuff. So I'll email them and say, hey, I'm sending you. So if you join and you become a channel member, I've already done it twice, 2 people in September, 2 people in November. And yeah, so that's fun. I just get to send you random sumo swag for being a member and supporting the channel, because I appreciate that a lot. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what I could do. I could do a live stream or something, and you could ask me questions. The problem with doing those is my time versus most of you are in America or Europe. And so it's just really hard to find a time where you're awake and I'm awake, and it works out. But we'll think of something. And I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. No, I think that's about it. So there will be a ceremony for Kotonowaka where he'll get promoted and he'll hold the fish and wear the black, and so maybe I can update about that in the welcome video. The welcome video will probably go up March 3rd, which is a Sunday, and then the Basho starts on March 10th. There is a national holiday in March on the 20th. Let's see what that is. Don't know. Nantuka no Hi. Let's see what it is. It is Vernal Equinox Day. So I won't have school then. I think our last day of school is the 22nd. And then the kids go off on their couple weeks of spring vacation. But I have, old teachers leaving, new teachers coming, rearrange the staff room, get your new classroom ready. If you're going to be a homeroom teacher for this year or whatever, that year, you got to go decorate your classroom, all that stuff that you have to do when you're a teacher. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to the Osaka tournament this year, but we'll see. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the wrap-up video. Thank you for watching with me in January. And obviously I had so many views, almost 500,000 views in 2 weeks. So that's great. I know you guys are coming by and watching. Feel free to email me. The link is down in the description if you have any suggestions or comments. You want to talk about something in sumo. I don't check it as often in the non-sumo months, but I do check in at least once a week. So hopefully I can get back to you. And yeah, thanks again to Jeff over at Buy Sumo Tickets and Robert, as always, at Big Sumo Fan. And yeah, uh, I'll see you in about a month on March 3rd for the welcome video. If not sooner, if you watch the unboxing video, I'll definitely be doing that either next weekend or the weekend after. Okay, take care, guys. Peace. As the t-shirt says, peace. Take care.